Well, morning folks, such as it is. Not sure how much you can see. I've literally just come out because I want to do a little bit of golden hour photography, and they said it was going to be misty and foggy, and that's what I was aiming for. So time is 6:37. So this is Saturday I think it's the 7th of November. We're 2 days into lockdown, and I know what you're thinking. What are you doing out on your bike then, you knobhead? Well, good question, glad you asked. So I double checked what the rules are, and it doesn't say anything about riding locally. It says you can, for exercise on a motorcycle, ride in your local area. Don't take the mick and you'll be alright. So I'm just going locally. I'm not going to go more than, I don't think I'll be more than 10 miles from home at any point this morning. And as far as I'm concerned, this is exercise, because they've closed my gym. I'm not allowed to go to my gym. I work in operating theatres, as some of you know, which is like working in a concrete bunker, and I've done that for the last 5 days solid. I've not been able to get out in the daylight at all for 5 days. So this is me, and I realise the irony of what I just said, because it's dark, but it's going to get light in a wee while. So about another half hour. I think sunrise is 7:15 this morning, so it's about another 35 minutes. Wow, it's probably, the fog's probably a little bit thicker than I thought it was going to be. But what I want is to catch a bit of sun, and if I can get above this fog. So I'm going to head up to a place called Belvoir Castle, which I will find for you on the map and put on the screen now. So it's just to the east of Nottingham, if you fancy coming out this way and having a look, or if you don't live too far away at the moment, then there won't be any problem with you coming out this way, will there? So this is the first time I've been out on the bike as well for ages. The last time I went out on the bike was when I did the speed triple. When I went out on the speed triple. Not been out since. And you all know how wet that day was. That was probably the wettest day of the year. I had to go and do a road test. Oh shit, no, that's slippery. I had to go and do a road test. Well, I didn't have to. Nobody made me. So I went out and did this road test on a speed triple. You can see the video. It was the last video that I did before this one. Not brilliant, I have to say, before any of you start giving it some slagging off. I know it's not brilliant because the weather was just awful. There wasn't a lot I could do. However, coming up, I've got a street triple to review. That is going to be, that's next week actually. Next Wednesday I'll pick that up, and I've got that for a couple of days, so I can do a bit more of an in-depth review on that one, as long as the weather stays fine. And then coming up after that, end of November, I will be reviewing the Zero electric bike. So very much looking forward to that one. These are all courtesy of Pidcock's Motorcycles. So thanks as ever to those guys for making these rides possible. I really appreciated. All helping to grow the channel slowly. So I've got my, oh wow, look at that, that's beautiful, isn't it? What a lovely morning. What a lovely morning. So I've got my new Risha winter gloves, giving them a try out this morning. Bloody hell, that's a bit foggy, boy. Nope, can't see anything. Yeah, I've got my new Risha Gore-Tex winter gloves on. So they're keeping, those in conjunction with my Oxford heated grips are keeping my hand nice and toasty. My hands, should I say. I'm not sure whether it's the wear on this front tyre, but the front end seems quite oversteery. Or whether the tyre pressure's just not right in it. So this thing's going in for a service next week, hence why I've got the street triple for a couple of days, because this is going in for its 12,000 mile service and valve clearances. 650 quid. 650 quid. Well, 654 actually. Can you believe it? Oh man, I just can't believe how expensive it is, this 12,000 mile service. And then once it's serviced, folks, she is going on the market. She's up for sale. So technically she's up for sale now. So I'm selling the bike, and I'm seriously considering selling all of the pannier system as well. So the obvious question, apart from how much, I've not decided on a price yet. I think it's going to be around the 7,500 mark. I've checked on eBay, I've looked at what people are selling theirs for, and there's some a year older than this one with higher mileage for the same price. So I think I'm in the right ballpark there. And she will just have had a very expensive 12,000 mile service as well. So if you're interested, then just contact me, let me know, and you can have first dibs perhaps. Don't contact me and make some derisory offer, because you will be ignored. So the next obvious question is, what am I having instead then? Well, good question. I don't know. I do not know. And I'm not going to say any more than that at this stage, because I really don't know. I just feel, God, look at that beautiful morning. I just feel like it's time for me to move on and try living with something else. So it might be Triumph, it might not, and I honestly can't say any more than that, because I really haven't made my mind up what I want. A couple more things I need to test ride. I definitely need to test ride the Rally Pro, the 900 Rally Pro again, because I was very impressed by that bike. The only thing that, well, probably not the only thing, but you know, it's not perfect, that one. I love it, I love the ride, it's a fantastic bike. But there's a couple things, so probably a little bit underpowered at 94 horsepower for the sort of riding that I want to do, which is going to be, you know, touring as I do, and only a little bit of off-road. So maybe that isn't the best bike for me. And I also The TFT is fantastic, but the graphics on it, it's just a little bit Fisher Price. I'm not mad keen on it. It looks great, and Triumph have done a wonderful job with it, and I'm not slagging that bike off at all. These are just my own personal thoughts as to how I think it looks, but other than that, it is a stunner. It's a stunning bike, great ride, but it might not be the best thing for me for the sort of touring that I do. So look at that sky. Stunning, stunning. And look at that castle. Stunning. I don't know whether you can see actually. Stunning. Move, you big fat bugger. And the bike. So, if anybody asks why you get out of bed at stupid o'clock on your day off, this is why. How gorgeous is that? It's just absolutely stunning this morning. Absolutely glorious. I don't know whether you can pick that up in the background. There. That's Belvoir Castle. Amazing. Amazing place. This is my backyard. My village is just over there. 4 miles. Right, let's get back on, do a bit more riding. Jesus, can't see anything through the visor at all. It's been up for too long, I think. Oh, that's better. Got a handy little visor wipe on the glove. So yeah, this is my neighbourhood, folks. I do not live in a castle. However, I do live just down the road, or well, in the middle of really, this stunning scenery that you can't see. Hopefully, there was something on the video for you. Ooh, a pheasant. So I'm hoping the quality of video that you're now getting from this is better than what I was getting on the ghost cameras, I realised that you are limited as to the quality that you can put out with those cameras, but you know, it costs money to buy this stuff and you're getting it for free, so don't moan. Oh yeah, the front end feels a bit strange. I am sure that that front tyre is either shagged or the pressures are just wrong in it. So I know that the Duchess, who does live at the castle, has been spending quite a lot of money ripping out the non-native species of tree and backfilling with natives. The natives. Because there was a couple of years ago, she did a bit of a thing on the TV with Alan Titchmarsh, all about Capability Brown, because Capability Brown did a plan for the gardens at this castle. It's not really a castle, it's a country home, but he did do a plan for it which never got realised. So when they found this plan in the archive at the castle, they decided, or the Duchess decided, that she wanted to do that, put that plan into action and create a Capability Brown. And if you don't know who he is, you'll have to go and look it up. Capability Brown was a gardener, and every rich bugger and their dog wanted him to come and do their gardens back in the day. So he did Chatsworth and some other very important gardens as well. And it was all about creating vistas through trees to show the castle off at its most spectacular. It's quite clever the way he does it, because what you have to bear in mind is he never would have seen what he was trying to realise with the gardens. So, bollocks. So to be able to do something like that, have the foresight to be able to do something like that, was quite impressive, because it's all for us ungrateful bastards to enjoy. They obviously were so arrogant back in the day that they thought that that sort of aristocratic lifestyle would carry on into modern day, and of course it doesn't, does it? However, you can come and visit the castle. It's an amazing place to go and have a wander around. It's still owned by the Manners family. All the treasures in the house are all authentic to the family. So if you come up and have a shufti, you're not in a National Trust property, you are in a private house that is just open to the public on certain days of the year. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful place, I love it, I absolutely love it. I'm not a massive fan of the aristocracy, but basically they are what amounts to posh farmers, really. The castle is 4 miles from my house, and all we've done is sort of ride around the perimeter of the garden of the castle, so that sort of gives you an idea as to how far away I am from home right now. Pheasants literally everywhere. Look at them, fucking hell. God, they're everywhere. everywhere. So let's go this way. So this is down to a little village called Branston. God, look at it. How gorgeous is this? It's 7:30 on a Saturday morning. Most people are belching and farting and snoring their rocks off. We're out doing this. How cool is this? So just down here there's a little reservoir. I'm just wondering whether to stick the drone up down here. It's called Knipton Reservoir, I think. Knipton Reservoir, Knipton. So if you want to check up on where I've been, and you've got a map to hand, so look due east of Nottingham until you come on the A52, until you come to a place called Bottisford, Bottesford. If you get to Grantham, you've gone too far. Head back to Nottingham a bit. And then if you draw with your finger due south-ish, slightly southeast, you'll find Belvoir Castle, or you'll find the village of Belvoir as well. So we're just down near there. And like I say, this place is called Branston. This is tiny, so you're gonna need a good map to find Branston. And then we will head from Branston, we'll go to Knipton, Knipton. And you can see that none of these places are too far away from where I live, so if you want to go and grass me up, do your worst. But I'm definitely within my local area. And what a local area, folks. What a local area this is. The Wheel Inn at Branston. Nice little pub. Oops, knocked her into neutral. Leaves everywhere, that's a bit of a hazard. Frost as well at the side of the road there. I wonder if that's what I hit earlier. It is chilly. It's right chilly. It looks like smoke, the fog. Oh God, it's glorious, isn't it? You cannot beat a bit of fog, mist and fog, to just add a hint of drama to what would otherwise be a brown and green landscape, which is equally stunning, especially with that golden sunshine coming up there. Look. Oh wow. So I checked the weather report last night because yesterday morning when I was driving to work it was foggy and it was a bit hazy coming back last night about 6 p.m. So I've kept the speed down to reduce the risk of me having an accident and to reduce the risk of me needing an ambulance. However, I am aware that something could happen and I could still end up in hospital, but it's a little bit unlikely. So like I say, if you want to report me because you think I'm doing something wrong, then that's entirely up to your own discretion. I don't think I am doing anything wrong. certainly respectful of the rules. My wife has been working in intensive care this last week. It's not her normal job, she's a theatre nurse, but she's been moved to intensive care. She's done a couple of days in theatre and a couple of days... Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll take you to where... So this is the other side of the castle, this village. This is Nipton. So this is just the other side of the castle. And I'll show you the landscaping, or part of the landscaping, that the Duchess undertook to try and create the Capability Brown landscape for the castle, to leave as her legacy for this area, which I think is a really nice thing to do. This is her legacy to this area. I love this area as well. I'll never leave this area. Well, I mean to live, you know. I have to leave the area to go to work, obviously. So this is the cricket club, Belvoir Cricket Club. So it's pronounced Belvoir, as in beautiful view, from the French. But the locals, being locals, as locals are everywhere, sort of bastardised it and called it Beaver, because they're locals. So this is the start of it here, and you can't see it too well, but up on that ridge line there, that you might be able to pick out a dark line halfway up. That's where a load of new trees were planted. They're all native trees, and then you can't see the castle, but it's up there on that ridge line. So everything from this sort of angle, you see, if you can pick it out, if you can pick the castle out, it's just up there. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll take a photo of it and then I can show you later what I'm referring to, because there's nothing more frustrating than some silly sod banging on about the vista. So there it is. And you can see how that view works through there. So what we'll do is I'll go a bit further up there and park up again, and hopefully I'll be able to show you another view. But the idea was that as you walk around these grounds, or you ride around on horseback, as that's how it would have been done back in the day, so as you do that, you get these spectacular views of your gaff in the background to show your mates, to show your rich mates. Shite. It's alright, mate, you can carry on. It's a cracking morning, hey? A bit cold on that this morning. Yeah, it's not bad actually. With this kit on, it's alright, yeah. It's alright. Hello. Can you smell mine? If we go left here, this will take us to a village called Woolsthorpe. So check it on the map, make sure I'm not going too far from my home. So that's the first person I've met on this walk. On his walk. That's the first person I met on his walk and had a chat to. Got my mask on, I've got my helmet on. So we're nearly there. So just over here, I don't know whether this was planned back in the day, because there it is, look at that. So that is a sort of accidental Capability Brown view. So that's the view through mature trees, and this is exactly the sort of view that Capability Brown aims for. So if you go to Chatsworth, and you'll be able to pick these out on gardens at quite a few stately homes. But those are the sort of views to frame the house in the landscape of mature native trees. It's really quite dramatic, and it works to great effect. He knew what he was doing, that boy, even though he was never going to be around to see them himself. He was sort of a legacy gardener, I suppose you could say. So I'm going to head off home now. I've only been out for... how long have I been out for? I came out at... oh God, what time did I come out? 7:15. Was it 7:15? 20 to 7, something like that anyway. And I'm already on my way back. It is now 7:52. So I've not been out that long at all. Done what I wanted to do, taken a few photos, and hopefully, if I've got anything on the memory cards, made a bit of a video. Who knows? We'll see. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the footage from the drone. God, this is really greasy and slippery. From leafage, rotting leafage. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and the photographs, which I will run a gallery now. So that's it from me. I'm going to head home, get a coffee on. Might even treat myself for a sausage butty or something like that for brekkie. But my wife will still be in bed. So I will see you on the next time. And the next time out will be on the street triple. So subscribe to the channel. Ding dong the bell, and that'll let you know whenever I post the next video. So hopefully the next one will be this video, and then the one after that will be the street triple video. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on a street triple sometime in the near future. Cheers folks. Bye now.